Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime-nomi channel. Akainu and Aokiji were the most powerful Marines in One Piece, being two individuals with powers and ideals completely opposed, exercising conflicting ideologies. Due to being extreme opposites, this resulted in a great battle between them, which made an island completely uninhabitable. Both suffered serious injuries to their bodies, and resulted in Kuzan leaving the Marines. In today's video, we will talk about the reasons that led these two powerful characters to fight each other, and the reasons that may have led to Kuzan's defeat in this battle. The divergence of ideals between Kuzan and Akainu is one of the most striking and intense points in One Piece's history. Both are admirals of the Marines, however, they have opposite views on how justice should be applied and how the world should be governed. And folks, unfortunately, the spots for the free Super Masterclass on how to draw anime are quickly running out, so I'll leave a message from Professor Noah for you all.
Hey there, future anime masters, Noah here. As you've heard, spots for our masterclass are dwindling fast. Initially, we opened just 500 spots, but they filled up on the first day. So we opened up more spots, and now we're closing registrations once and for all. I want to let you know that this is your chance to learn my techniques that can teach anyone, even those without talent, how to draw anime. So click the link in the description to sign up for the free class.
Guys, Kuzan, formerly known as Aokiji, is a man who values freedom and flexibility. He believes in justice, but understands that there are situations where rules must be flexible to achieve a fair and balanced outcome. On the other hand, Sakazuki, or Akainu, is a staunch advocate of absolute justice, where rules are applied strictly and without concessions, even if it means sacrificing innocent lives. These differences reached their peak during the battle at Punk Hazard, an island that became practically uninhabitable due to the confrontation between the two admirals. The clash was brutal and prolonged, lasting an incredible 10 days. Both fighters were determined to win, not only for the position of Fleet Admiral, but also to prove the value of their ideologies, being a battle to decide which ideology was right. In the end, Akainu emerged as the winner, causing Kuzan to leave the Marines. Kuzan's defeat was a harsh blow to him, but it also led him to seek new goals. Even after his departure, Kuzan did not completely abandon his concern for the Marines and their ideals. He warned Admiral Smoker about the threat posed by Doflamingo, showing that despite his differences with Akainu, he still cared about the well-being of the organization he once served. Despite the defeat at Punk Hazard and leaving the Marines, Kuzan remains an important figure in the world of One Piece. His choice to oppose Akainu and his extreme policies shows his courage and determination to follow his principles, even if it means facing great challenges. The rivalry between Kuzan and Akainu not only demonstrates two opposing sides of justice, but also raises deep questions about what justice means and how it should be applied. Even after leaving the Marines, Kuzan remains a mysterious and intriguing figure. His relationship with other characters, such as Teach and the Blackbeard Pirates, suggests that he will still play an important role in the series' future. Kuzan's defeat to Akainu at Punk Hazard can be attributed to a series of factors, with one of the most significant being the difference in power between the elements each admiral controls. While Kuzan manipulates ice, a powerful substance but limited in its ability to cause direct damage, Akainu controls magma, a form of incandescent lava that can melt practically anything in its path. This elemental superiority gives Akainu a significant advantage in a direct confrontation, as magma is capable of melting Kuzan's ice relatively easily. Even though Kuzan is extremely skilled and powerful in his own right, his ice abilities face limitations against Akainu's magma. Akainu's determination and conviction in his vision of absolute justice may have fueled his strength during the battle. His will to win and impose his ideology may have been an additional motivating factor that contributed to his victory over Kuzan. Kuzan himself may have underestimated Akainu. As mentioned earlier, Kuzan initially did not have strong convictions like Akainu, which suggests that he may not have fully prepared for the confrontation with Akainu. His underestimation of the opponent may have been a fatal mistake that contributed to his defeat. Another factor that may have contributed to Kuzan's defeat was his emotional and psychological state during the battle. Facing an opponent like Akainu, whose brutality and cruelty are known, could have affected Kuzan's concentration and focus. Additionally, the confrontation between the two was not only physical but also ideological, which could have increased the pressure on Kuzan. The very nature of the confrontation in Punk Hazard was also unfavorable for Kuzan. The island, which was already being covered by the high-pressure heat of the magma. The intense heat and hostile environment may have limited his tactical options and weakened his ability to effectively fight against Akainu. Additionally, Akainu is known for his extreme tenacity and endurance. He is able able to withstand serious injuries and continue fighting, which may have been an additional challenge for Kuzan. Akainu's ability to keep pressing on, even in the face of great difficulty, may have worn down Kuzan over the course of the battle, eventually leading to his defeat. In addition to the factors already mentioned, the very nature of Kuzan's abilities may have contributed to his defeat. While ice is a powerful substance, its more defensive and controlling nature may have been a disadvantage in a direct confrontation with Akainu's offensive magma. While Kuzan can create ice barriers and use his creativity to manipulate the environment, Akainu can simply melt these defenses with his burning magma. Even though ice has great defensive potential, it can be seen that Akainu managed to cause great injuries to Kuzan's body, even managing to amputate one of his legs. The difference in temperament and personality may have also played a crucial role in Kuzan's defeat. While Akainu is known for his ruthless and obstinate nature, Kuzan is portrayed as someone more calm and contemplative. This difference may have been reflected in their battle strategies, with Akainu being more aggressive and relentless, while Kuzan may have been more hesitant or cautious in his movements. One Piece's own narrative may have demanded Akainu's victory in this confrontation. The rivalry between the two admirals is an important element in the story, and Kuzan's defeat served to establish Akainu as a formidable and relentless opponent, as well as to advance the plot in a dramatic and emotional way. Kuzan was undoubtedly at a disadvantage during the confrontation in Punk Hazard, facing a series of obstacles that hindered his ability to effectively fight against Akainu. Firstly, as mentioned earlier, the power difference between Kuzan's ice and Akainu's magma was an evident disadvantage. Magma was a destructive force that could melt practically everything in its path, while Kuzan's ice, although powerful, was more defensive and controlling, lacking the same offensive capacity. Additionally, the hostile environment of Punk Hazard also put Kuzan at a disadvantage. The hot flames and intense heat not only limit his tactical options, but also weaken his own ability to create and manipulate ice. While Akainu was in his element in the fire and lava environment, Kuzan, even though on his ice side, was still being affected by the high heat emanated by Akainu, leaving his conditions unfavorable. Kuzan's own personality, more reserved and contemplative, may have also contributed to his disadvantage. While Akainu was ruthless and aggressive, Kuzan may have been more hesitant in his actions, seeking smarter and more defensive strategies. This difference in approach may have given Akainu a psychological advantage during the battle, allowing him to press Kuzan with relentless and decisive attacks. Furthermore, the difference in experience and combat skills between the two admirals may have also played a role. Akainu, being someone who has participated in several battles due to his somewhat explosive temperament, had a more comprehensive combat experience than Aokiji, who preferred to resolve things in a more peaceful way. This combat experience gave Akainu a deeper understanding of combat tactics and battle strategies. This may have helped him anticipate Kuzan's movements and find effective ways to bypass his defenses. Another aspect to consider is Kuzan's physical and mental state during the battle. Facing such a powerful and relentless opponent as Akainu for a prolonged period of 10 days would certainly have been exhausting and draining. Fatigue and exhaustion may have diminished Kuzan's ability to maintain his concentration and react appropriately to Akainu's attacks, making him more vulnerable to defeat. In conclusion, Kuzan's defeat to Akainu in Punk Hazard was the result of a combination of factors, including the difference in power between their elements, the unfavorable environment, the dynamics of the confrontation, Akainu's experience and combat skills, and Kuzan's physical and mental state. These elements combined to create a situation where Kuzan was in a significantly disadvantageous position, leading to his defeat and Akainu's rise as the winner of this decisive confrontation. That's a wrap for today's content. We hope you enjoyed it and want to share your thoughts on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and catch you in the next video. Take care and stay awesome.